Welcome back, everyone. It's another popular A-punk stream here on YouTube. We're doing some VR chat. Hope everyone's having a great afternoon out there. So, if you probably haven't noticed or figured out, I am totally, I mean totally, 100% fucking emotional. Emu. Heh, heh. Yeah, I'm totally punk. Totally emo. Totally gothic to extreme. I take gothic lifestyle to fucking heart. There's no doubt about it. No matter what people think about me, when they realize the lifestyle I live, they're fucking traumatized. They're fucking shocked. They're like, how can you be so fucking miserable? So sad, so depressed, yet somehow put a smile on your fucking face. Well, it's people. I can't tolerate people to a certain degree. I can't tolerate life to a certain degree. It gets to the point where it's like, it's overrated. No matter what you do in life, you're always going to have 10 times the weight pushing down on you, trying to snuff you out, trying to call you out, trying to erase you, eradicate you, to remove you from existence. Just because you're different. Just because you're strange. Just because you think a certain way. It's fucked up. But I try not to let it get to me as too much. Yeah. But anyway. They have the Tokyo Drift card. It piqued my interest. I wonder what this world is about. So like I said, that's Han's car from Tokyo Drift. Oh shit. They actually have the car. Oh, I can't. The car's back there. Han's car. I found one cool avatar. It had Han's car, that was pretty cool. And then Annoyingness came. Well, this is a unique world. Moped! Moped! I watched an anime series called After the Loss. And great series. Great series. Highly recommended watching. The protagonist character drove a moped. A red moped, just like this. And the whole time I watched the series, until it finally got done and over with, and I was reflecting and I was talking about it. The whole time, I couldn't help but think about the moped. The moped. The Vespa. Beautiful weather. Yeah, it's raining. This is a quaint world. Look at the little ficus. Look at the little caution cone. Hello, caution cone. I wonder if I can pick up the boxes. No. I can't pick up the boxes. Anyway. Series about a guy who's he's like a to-go driver. And there's a government conspiracy against him and this girl about the end of the world and the fate of humanity and how humanity's been sucked into a time loop world, sort of like Soma, an underwater research facility where people's minds and bodies are being replaced, and the protagonist character has to go with this girl and try to see if her real dad is still alive in this time loop. And it's a pretty good anime series, not gonna lie. What the hell? What's this? Assets. Okay. Where's assets for the moped? Anyway, so there's like the last few scenes, or the last few episodes, there's nothing but like action, race, suspense scenes in which he's racing on his moped and he's being chased by like these government agents, and he's making the moped look like a badass motorcycle. It's amazing. Anyway, it's great to watch that series. Yeah. See me, I'm just waking up. Yeah. So I have my coffee, so. But every time I see a moped, I can't help but think of that anime series. It's just something that happens. And check out an art museum. See what art they have. I just got done playing my guitar. Recorded 3 new short songs. Turned out pretty well. Info. The Kiss, in German, Der Kuss, is an oil-on-canvas painting with added golden leaf, silver, and platinum by the Austrian symbolist painter Gustav Klimt. It was painted at some point in 1907 and 1908, during the height of what scholars call the Golden Period. It was exhibited in 1908 under the title Lisbonspeer, The Lovers, as stated in the catalogue of the expedition. The painting depicts a couple embracing each other's bodies, entwined in elaborated, beautiful robes, decorated in styles influenced by the complementary Art Nouveau style and the organic forms of earlier arts and crafts movement. The painting now hangs in the Austrian something museum in Venen, and is considered a masterpiece of Venen local variation of art. Oh, this is really cool. It actually has info on the art piece. Can I help you? Alright. Look at this collage. Looks like a Picasso. Medic is a world-famous painting by Pablo Picasso. It is one of the world's greatest anti-war paintings and is very large paintings. A mural which shows the bombing of Spanish town Guatemala in 1937 during the Spanish Civil War. The Spanish Republican government asked Pablo Picasso to paint a large mural for an art museum in Paris. It shows how people as well as animals all suffer because of the tragedies of war. The painting soon became so famous that it was seen as a world symbol of peace. The fame of the painting helped bring the Spanish Civil War to an end. Gumatic, I think I said it wrong, is navy blue, black and white, 3.5 meters, 11 feet tall, and 7-8 meters with 6 feet wide. A mural-sized canvas painted in oil. It hangs in the Museum in Madrid. I knew it was a Pablo Picasso, but I didn't know that this was about war and tragedy. Well, I can see the broken knife. And the screaming of that guy's face. Wow. See, this is a really cool world. Is that a cat? Is that a dog? Oh. like, what the hell is that? It's a cactus. It's a pretty cool world. Not gonna lie, I really do appreciate art, and I love talking about art. To find a VR chat world that actually has real art and real info about the art pieces is really educating, and really interesting to find in this type of game. Not a lot of people um, have a love or appreciation for art as I do, but I want to share it and stream it, so that's what I'm doing. And yeah, let's see what other art pieces are in here. Looks like a cozy house. A Van Gogh. It's supposed to be Van Gogh's house or apartment. Broken televisions. Progressive. Okay. Bubbles. Or snow. Cubes. Rubik's cubes. It's a giant bubble. Oh, you going here? Huh? Oop. Oh, can't go in there. Okay. Kind of stuck. I think I'm stuck. Alright. Well, that's Wednesday. Okay. I've seen this painting before. Where's Zampo? No info button? It's not Renaissance, but it's a mural painting that you will see in Italy. Or any major art gallery. Looks like we got the girl with the golden earring. The pearl earring. No, this is Renaissance. Mona Lisa. Oh, Jesus. So the original Mona Lisa, it is about the size of a postcard, which a lot of people are kind of shocked when they see it up and close. It's like literally the size of a postcard, and yet it's so detailed you know, as a painting that it's world famous. But there's a lot of like hidden images inside the Mona Lisa painting that a lot of people still. Uh, what the hell was that sound? What the hell is this? Let's hit info. Spanish painter Goura's art exhibit. Romanticism focuses on individualism, creativity, and feeling, which is particularly visible by its engravings and later personal works. Goura, I don't know if I'm saying the artist's name right, was a need analyzer of his surroundings, and his works responded immediately to political upheavals of his time. From the Enlightenment liberation to the Inquisition suppression to the atrocities of war after Napoleon's invasion. Francisco Goura's work had a huge influence on succeeding complementary painters both for their originality and sophisticational engagement. Francisco de Goura bio self-portrait, which speculates 19th century by the artist. It was like a monster eating a person, like Goliath and David or something. Huh. Yeah, this Da Vinci and the Angel. Da Vinci. Info. Oh, okay. Michelangelo. Carving known as Carvero, 29, September 15, 71, 18 July, 1610. Was an Italian painter active in Rome for most of his artistic life. During the final 4 years of his life, he moved between Naples and Milan and Sicily until his death. His paintings combine a realistic observation of the human state, both physical, emotional, with a dramatic use of lighting, which has sound it out. Formative influence on the Baroque painting. Caravaggio employed close physical observation with a dramatic use of chiaroscuro that came to be known as tenvinism. He made this technique a dominant stylistic element, transfixing subjects in bright shafts of light and darkening shadows. Widely expressed crucial moments and scenes often featuring violent struggles, torture, and death. He worked rapidly with living models, performing to forego drawings, and worked directly on the canvases. This led to his tremendous life. He was notorious for brawling, even in a time and place when such behavior was commonplace, and the transcripts of his police records and trial proceedings fill many pages. Belleroa claims that around 1592, Calavero, already well known for brawling with a gang of young men, committed a murder which forced them to flee from Milan, first to Venice and then to Rome. On 28th of November 1600, while living in Plasio, Madame, with a patron, Cardinal del Mort, be a nobleman, okay, with a club, resulting in an official complaint by the police. So this is about him getting in brawls. Huh. Okay. This one. Oh, Jesus. Okay. I'm trying so hard to read this. Okay. I'll step back. So this is a French painting, as you can tell by the French flag up there. Liberty leading the people. French, la liberté des people. Sorry, I'm not good at speaking French. Is a painting by Eugene of the July Revolution in 1830, which toppled the King Charles X of France, a woman of the people with a pilgrim cap personifying the concept of liberty leads a variety group of people towards over a barricade and bodies of the fallen. Holding the flag of the French Revolution, the tricolour, which again became France's national flag after these events, in one hand, and varnishing a bayonet musket with the other. The figure of liberty is also viewed as a symbol of France and the French Republic known as the Meridian. The painting is also confused for depicting the French Revolution. Liberty as both an allegorical goddess figure and a robust woman of the people. The mound of corpses and the wreckage acts as a kind of pastel, which liberty strides barefoot and bare breasts out of the canvas and into the space of the viewer. According to Marcus, she might have been inspired by the Dutch portrait of a fighting Annie Bonny. The pilgrim cap she wears has come to symbolize liberty during the First French Revolution of 1789. The painting has been seen as a marker to the end of the Age of Enlightenment, as many scholars see the end of the French Revolution as the start of the Romantic era. The fighters are a form of mixture of social classes ranging from bourgeois, represented by the young men in the top hat, a student wearing the traditional bike comb, to the revolutionary urban worker, and a boy holding a pistol. What they have in common is a fierceness and determination in their eyes. Aside from the flag held by Liberty, a second minute tricolour can be dismised in the distance, flying over the towers of Notre Dame, which there on that side where my hand is, I believe that is Notre Dame. Pretty cool. I've seen this painting. I actually had to do like this cool art project in college. And you take a painting, you take a picture, and you had to do squares, and you had to do like a full painting of squares to fill out the whole entire piece. And I did this piece with the seashell and the naked woman. It came out okay, but like I said, my art skills weren't the greatest, but It was a pretty fun, interesting way of painting, or not painting, but art. The Birth of Venus. Yeah, that's what it was. Anyway, so I love art. Just reading about it sometimes is like, tongue twisters. Okay. The Birth of Venus. The Italian is a painting by Italian artist Sandro Botticelli, probably made in the mid 1480s. It depicts the goddess of Venus arriving at the shore after her birth, when she had emerged from the sea fully grown, called Venus Andromeda, often depicted in art. The painting is in the Uffizi Gallery in Florence, Italy. In the center of the newly born goddess, Venus stands nude with a giant scallop shell. Its size is purely imaginary. Yeah, it's pretty big. And also is found classical depictions of the subject. At the left wing, god Zipper blows at her, with the wind shown by the lines radiating from his mouth. He is in the air and carries a young female who is also blowing, but less forceful. Okay. Both have wings. Bassar was probably correct in identifying her as Aurora personification, as the lighter breeze. Their joint efforts are blowing Venus towards the shore, and blowing the hair and clothes and other figures to the right. At the right of the female figure, who may be floating slightly above the ground, holds a rich cloak or dress to cover Venus when she reaches the shore, as she is about to do. She is one of the three Horus of ours, Greek minor goddesses of the seasons and other divisions of time, and the attendance of Venus. The floral decoration of her dress suggests that she is the Hora of spring. Well, bring on spring. You better put that dress on her. Oh, I see the lines. You can actually see the lines. If you look. Where my hand is, it's like a light teal blue. You can actually see the lines. That's crazy. Holy shit. Wow. That's pretty cool. It's Amir. Hi guys. Punk here. I'm at an art museum, just sharing some interesting art I found in the vrchat, and I wanted to stream about it. I didn't expect to be talking about art. I had something else on my mind, but hey, content. Moving on. There's like this Wall-E looking robot with like shots of purple stuff. I want some purple stuff. Come back here. Hey. Stop. Can I? Pretty good. I believe this is a holographic looking version of the Thinker. A sculpture of the Thinker. I do a lot of thinking. I know what the Thinker's thinking. Why are you thinking about Thinker? Oh! This is a diner painting. Ah, I love the diner painting. Edward Hopper was born in 1888 in a town called Nacogdoches in New York, United States. He was artistically inclined from a young age, around 5 years old. He started drawing sketches in his teenager years and used mixed media like oil painting, charcoal, pen and ink, and watercolors. He also was a student at the New York School of Arts and Design. His art teachers included William Merritt Chase, who also inspired Hopper's earlier art style. Hopper was also inspired by the styles of Edward and Edgar Degas and all figures of French Impressionism art movement. Hopper married Josephine Nevelson in 1924, who made a significant impact on his work and life. The portrait of Edward Hopper I don't think I want to read all that. Well, it's a timeless painting. Depicts every day, every evening, scene of four people in the diner. It's something almost everyone can relate to, but this painting touches on deeper meanings than a diner countertop. Next, we'll look at the art. Now, a lot of pop culture, a lot of media have used this painting, and they have mixed it with their own style, but it never changes. One reference I can talk about is My Chemical Romance. Umbrella Academy did a parody of this painting, and that 70s show with Red Foreman and Kitty, his wife. That's the only two pop culture references I can mention about this painting. But I have seen this painting before. I've seen it in different art catalogs and in magazines. And every day, I've seen memes. I've seen literally memes, meme jokes of this painting nowadays. Pretty cool. Good painting. This believes could be, what is this? It's Russian. It's very angry. Sorry if it's a little blurry. And this looks like a train in a different art style. And it looks like it's a train. It's just in a different type of style of art. But you can see the train. You know, there's the wheels, the body, the steam, the smoke, and the tracks. This one is I want to say it's it's pointism. So, pointism, if you look at it, it's all blurry. But when you look at very far away, you see a painting. But when you look at it very, 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 very close, it's just blotches of paint. Really, really cool, interesting art style. Pointism is a technique of painting in which the artist uses small and distant dots to color the form of image or painting. This art style is branched from the Impressionism. Paul Signet and George Strout developed the art technique in 1886. For the first time, this word came to existence in 1880. As a mocking connotation, the other artists, divisionists, use a similar technique to make paintings. There is a unique thing, the artistic expression of its paintings. The beauty of art depends on the mind and eyes of the viewer. Because of its graphic completely depends on the theory of illusion and hallucination. Thus, it is related to another art style. Divisionism is a characteristic in which style neo-impressionism. The art style is concerned with a color theory in which more focus on specific expression of the subject matter. Here, this style is very attractive and beautiful. Artists use small, distant dots to color and make their artworks. There's a big difference between divisionism and pointillism, and it's true that along with novice people, some expert artists also get confused. Pointillism is focused on this specific style. This style tries to bring the reality of the subject matter. The whole painting is made by small, distinct dots. When divisionism is concerned with color theory, and the art style is determined by separation of colors in specific dots. Divisionism was a characteristic style of impressionism. I've seen this in an art gallery myself, and I've done my own one in art class. It's pretty fun. Like I said, the park is another famous one. There's a famous scene in a movie, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, in which they go to a art museum in Chicago, and Cameron, one of the characters, is standing and looking at this art piece, and he's staring at the girl in the white dress, and just staring at her. And the art scene, I had to watch that in the movie film class, and I had to watch it in the art class, because we were talking about this type of art. So, fun little interesting story about that. Looks like a giant snake around their ankles and waist. Ah, the farmer and his wife. They look so happy, don't they? This is surrealism. The word. This is some art that it's weird because it reflects on dreams and imaginary imagery, and has unique feelings. When you look at these art pieces, you get a sense of dream state of mindset. Not horrific, just like bizarre. Of like, can't really explain it. And I don't want to read all this. It's just a lot. But it suggests beyond reality. So you get like a weird sense of beyond reality. This is a famous wave. I see it. You see this in a lot of Japanese sushi restaurants. Not to be racist. Hey, quick info. Quick info. Okay, no info. Oh. Okay. Info not work. Frida Kahlo del Rivera, original names Carmen. Mexican painter known for her uncompromising and brilliant colored self-portraits that deal with such themes as identity, the human body, and death. Although she denied the connection, she is often identified as a surrealist. In addition to her work, Kahlo was known for her tremendous relationship with muralist Diego Rivera. Married in 1929, divorced in 1939, remarried in 1940. Well, he killed the doe. Is this Infowar? I've seen these paintings before. There was a great metal band that used some of these type of art pieces and their art covers. Like there was one, I want to say it was 80s album cover or vinyl cover, but it was a Genesis or Pink Floyd. It was one of it was like a great band used certain type of art pieces for their album covers and had music. And over here, it looks like we got Jackson Pollock. Nope. This is abstract complementary. Contemporary art. Colors and shapes. Not like Jackson Pollock, but this is just like lines and shapes and colors. And it gives the viewer feelings of optimism, visual expressing inner interpretive feelings, human feelings and concepts. And this right here, info. Many have known the artist Andy Warhol. He was a pop artist as a movement. When it comes to creating pop art definition, we need to consider the type of pop art. There's some connection surrounding the original birthplace of pop art. Similar trends began appearing in England and America in early 1950s. Pop art was a real 180-degree turn in development of